Imagine if anything happened sideways, it'd be a disaster. And they don't want that. They do not want that. But anyways, Poland is handing out the Poland concerned about fighting around Ukraine's Zaporizhia nuclear power plant has distributed iodine tablets to regional fire departments to give to the people in the event of a radioactive exposure. So they're really concerned about this plant. Continuing on. Some of these are probably doubled. All right. There we go. Iran warns against NATO expansion as a threat to independent states. And don't forget, Iran is going through something right now. And the United States and Israel's eyeing it. They have a huge protest going on in Iran because a woman was shot that didn't really want to wear her scarf. So now a lot of people ain't trying to wear their scarves, and they're really stepping up against the government on that. It's going crazy in Iran. Not going to happen. You don't want the smoke. No internet now. Yep, no internet either. Yes, they were hacked by Anonymous. And they shut down their governmental computers and turned off their internet. So there was a big internet blackout in Iran yesterday. I think there might still be one. But all these sides are breaking off, guys. There's chaos all in the world. You guys have to see that this stuff is starting to brew off. This is starting to brew off into a world conflict. Now, I know a lot of people ain't going to hear me, but let's continue on to the next one. Oh, I don't care. I call it Iran. I know people call it Iran. I know it's really Iran, but Iran. I'm calling it Iran. Anyways, Xi Jinping gives orders for the army to prepare for military action. Okay, this is another one. Yeah, I know. People are ignorant. I ain't really worried about the comments today. I'm getting out straight to the news. People don't want to hear about it. They're really worried about all that shit, and they'll go to another channel. They come and go anyway. I'm not going to let them ruin my life. I got a lot of important news to be given now, and I ain't worried about what people are, I'm cool. China's People's Liberation Army should focus on preparing to take part in the actual military operations. Okay. Interesting. So Xi Jinping just gave the order to prepare for military action. Now, this is not just against Taiwan. This is what people are immediately looking at. Taiwan, right? Nah. I got some breaking news, and this actually might break this live. And I have a feeling now people are going to start storming in here. Y'all ready to hear some stuff about China that we really need to talk about? And they're not doing anything about. Oh, yeah. By the way, Lavrov warned that the United States could be brought into the war today because, we're giving Ukraine weapons and we're continuously doing it. That's why they wanted to strike on the United States today, but nobody's paying attention to that, right? Okay. Anyways, let's talk about China. All right. I got to go find this. This is probably deep in there. Oh, this is one I got to read to you guys. This is the one about the strikes on Europe and the United States that I was talking about earlier. Not lying. He really did say this today. So I'm just telling y'all multiple sources is saying it. All right. There's Kosovo. We got to get to China before I get distracted. Must be prepared for a war with Russia. Yeah, I told you a lot is coming out today. This is one of the China. Okay, that's one of China. This is the other. This is the one I was looking for. Now, this is what's on your Fox News today. United States military leaders warn China could militarize the ports it owns in Latin America. Wow. Okay. In the Panama Canal, in Brazil. Okay. Let's go down to this one. U.S. military leaders are deeply concerned about the Chinese-owned ports in Latin America and the Caribbean that could benefit its military, according to reports by the United States and China's commission. Oh, really? Wow. That is some bullshit. So you telling me, oh, wait, I didn't even get to the worst part. They actually got a number. Chinese state-owned companies are involved in the construction of roughly 40 ports on both sides of the Panama Canal. My bad, Panama Canal. Both sides, right? Wow. So China is making moves right below the United States, and they're saying get ready for military operations. And now we're taking our border seriously because prisoners and all types of stuff is coming through the Mexican border. If y'all didn't know, a lot of stuff is happening. Prepare for war. That's all I'm going to say. Prepare for war. They've been investing more than anybody. They're even buying up our own land. They're here in the United States already, right by our military base. I heard about the one in North Dakota. I heard about the territory that they hold in Florida. China's buying up our territory, guys. All our farmyards and shit, putting their companies here. That they're saying, even the 5G towers that they say can disrupt our communications through our military. They're making plans, bro. Exactly. Venezuela. Good job. Yep. Venezuela was the country that put the prisoners on our border. They allowed the prisoners that are known for really bad crimes to put them on our border, and nobody knows if they're coming in out of our country. We have no fucking clue. No fucking clue. I mean, I know, but because we're on the terrorist alert and national emergency, but whatever. People ain't gonna take that serious either. Be careful with your kids at school and be careful going to churches and be careful out there. It's dangerous. It is dangerous. Continue on. This was the other one I wanted to talk about. Chinese underwater drone spotted as the United States warns Beijing seeks to develop military footprint in the Pacific. Let's go down. Deputy Assistant to the United States Joe Biden and the White House in the Pacific said that Beijing in the last several years has sought to expand its military footprints in the Pacific region. And this is also evidenced by a Chinese underwater drone being spotted in the South China Sea. You're telling me all this can happen, there's nothing you could do about it. Yeah, I mean, you could prepare for an EMP. That's the first thing they're going to do to this country is cut off the power. We all know our grid is weak right now. Our government's been warning us this whole year. We're in drought. We're running out of energy, and the whole world's dealing with it. Europe got it the worst right now. So yeah, I am telling people to prepare. People don't know about this, and some people really want to know more. What's wrong with that? But anyways, let's continue on. Putin is not bluffing, says Serbian president on nuclear threat. I hope peace will prevail, says Vucic in an interview to the United States TV channel. Alexander Vucic said Wednesday Russia's threat to unleash nuclear weapons should be taken seriously. Uh. Oh, what's up, Aztec? Dang, I wish I had my other phone for this. Yes, I have a lot of big news. We just been talking about it. Did he come in or did it freeze up? They might not even let him come in today. Hold on. Try one more time. I'm gonna exit it out and then try one more time. It's a really good source too. But you gotta remember everything is opinion based. Everything's opinion based if he gets in. Now it's being said that there is a real danger that Kazakhstan will become drawn into the war in Ukraine because they're in the NATO led group. the NATO-led group. Russia President Vladimir Putin has just declared a partial military mobilization of reserve forces. What was long... Oh, wait. Hold on. Here he is. Let me try one more time. Oh, wait. Nope. Which was long expected to arrive earlier. Why my screen looks like that? Like what? Is it like blurry? Is it acting weird? Anyways, the CTSO or the CSTO, I think it is a Russian made group. It's kind of like a mini NATO. Belarus and all of them are in it. Kazakhstan is also in it. Kazakhstan is also in it. There, bye. I'm gonna turn this off. Oh wait, there he is. There he is. Hello.
Hey Jay, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
Hey, brother. I'm not gonna be here long. I was just gonna make one comment because I was watching this other dude I follow on TikTok, and they read into the whole order for mobilization, and the reports coming from Russia is that it's not 300,000, it's 1 million.
Yes, I actually have that on here too. Yes, it is 1 million. 1 million people will be mobilized.
And also that like those folks that were protesting and they were getting arrested for protesting, like they're getting drafted to the forces as well. So if they start protesting and get arrested for protesting, they're getting signed up.
Oh yeah, because they even made it that the prisoners have to get drafted. That's smart. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, the prisoners have to get drafted too.
So these folks again have like very little, no, if any, training. You know what I'm saying? And there's no age. I guess the disqualification, because they were talking about 50-year-olds, 35, like any age really.
As long as they're healthy enough to fight.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is nuts. So that's why there's a huge panic in Russia right now. I'm pretty sure you saw it already. Everybody's trying to escape. Everybody's trying to leave. It's very chaotic.
Hey,
so
do you think?
What's that? Go ahead.
Do you think that now this has a real risk of escalating with them doing these referendums? Because I see a lot of their, well, including Putin, Medvedev, and Lavrov all came out today and said if they do hit those territories, they can use tactical nukes to back them up. But they're not talking about Ukraine. They talked about us. They talked about the United States and Europe this time.
Again, like this is just my opinion. Again, just the way I see things, has nothing to do with my organization who I work for, what I do. This is just my own personal opinion, and I'll give you my own opinion for entertainment purposes or for the purposes of this forum. So my opinion, the way I see things, is there a higher risk? Absolutely, but also taken with a grain of salt, because this is a desperate measure in order to deter an escalation. Whether or not he wants to say this is or is not a bluff, or people want to read it as or not a bluff. It's a very, very serious situation, and I don't know. They're going to try to annex these states with some bogus elections and stuff, and I have a really good feeling that no one's going to recognize these elections as valid, and no one's going to care that they held these elections because they're bogus. They're elections being, I guess, overlooked by puppet governments,
Yeah,
So everybody knows it's fake. Everybody knows it's BS. So
they already
we'll
said
see.
they won't even recognize these.
We'll see what happens. Again, guys, pay close attention. This is real. This is not make believe. These are real events that are really occurring. So stay vigilant. Take care. I'm gonna get off. I really don't have a whole lot of time to stay on. I just popped in here for just that statement of what I had, what I had learned about, and I think you were covering it already. So you're all over it, man.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. So thanks for coming through, man. I hope you have a good day.
Yes, sir. It's crazy. It is 100% fucking crazy for sure.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. All right, man. Be
All
safe
right,
out
brother.
there.
I know we look down on Russia for the horrendous acts they've been committing in Ukraine, but keep in mind that these are people too, right? We're all human, and it's not the people's fault of what their government is making them do. Um, they were trying their best to protest against their government, and in return, they're being punished by being placed in the front lines, probably with little no training, and they don't have probably the character to actually function in a war zone. So what's really happening is they're getting sent to their death, um, and that's horrific.
Sad.
That's not acceptable, not even on your worst enemies. So again, I know it's crazy. I know we're talking about all kinds of crazy things happening, but keep in mind these are people too. So tonight I'll be praying for them as much as I pray for anyone else, and I hope that it doesn't escalate to where it's looking like it's going. Um, and I don't want to see any innocent people die. So I'll let you go. I need to go do some stuff, but that was good chat. I'll see you later, brother. Keep doing your
All
thing.
right. Thanks, man. Uh, oh, yeah, it's that time. It's that time. Look, so a biased opinion. No, it's not a biased opinion at all. That wasn't never mind. People that know him, you heard it. All right. The ones that don't know him, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not disclosing all that. That's not my business too, and I'm not about to do that shit. Okay. So what he said, 100 million. I mean, not 100 million. 1 million. 1 million. Let me not put that number out there. 1 million people will be fighting, will be getting deployed. 1 million troops. So not 300,000, 1 million. Don't forget that Lithuania put out the warning that some of these troops are heading to Kaliningrad. And this is why NATO's putting the reaction force on high alert because they don't know if they're part of this or not yet. They're probably waiting for Ukraine to hit these territories after the referendum, which they know Ukraine's going to do because that's their territory. And they already threatened to nuke back. I hope you guys are ready, man. For real. Within a week or two, this can go down. After the 27th, all options are on the table. The 27th is a day to remember. Forget the 24th, which it can happen on the 24th. They're going to vote on it tomorrow on the 23rd. But by the 24th, all these territories should have, had their vote. When all this goes down and they say, oh yeah, they voted to be part of Russia, it all went through, this part of Russia, that's when you need to be ready. That's your timeline. That's your timeline. I don't put dates on shit, but after the 27th, things are going to start escalating. I promise. Things are going to start escalating. They're already saying China's making moves and Russia's making moves. The United States is waiting. Hold on, I got articles. Hold on, let me go on with this recap. So I don't want to get off course and then TikTok start trying to block me because it ain't behind me. NATO's deploying reserves to the Balkans right now. The Kosovo, don't forget Serbia said that they see a war brewing within a month or two. A global conflict brewing. Let's continue on. Yeah, the trolls are real in here. Mods, feel free to do what you need to do. I don't even care at this point. Because I got to keep this live going. Scientists at America's top nuclear lab was recruited by China to design missiles and drones. I got y'all. I'm adding y'all's mods right now. On it. Y'all fam. So y'all already in the club. Let's go. Let's have some fun. At least 154 Chinese scientists who worked for the government-sponsored research at the United States' foremost national security laboratory. Do you hear that? They were recruiting people from our top national security team. Like, what the fuck? And these guys designed the missiles and drones from the United States. China's recruiting our people. Ah, shit. Wow. That's fucking great. This is freaking fantastic. Okay, so you want to recruit our people, huh? That's great. So the efforts for the government of the Chinese to place Chinese scientists as Los Alamos national laboratory where nuclear weapons were first developed. Many scientists were later lured back to China to help make advances in such technologies as deep earth penetrating warheads, hypersonic missiles, quiet submarines, and drones. Oh, so they used our scientists to make that shit. That's how they got it so fast. Oh, and then it came out yesterday that our president's helping. That's why the impeachment bill's on the table. For the people that watched my video yesterday, go to the True News Network 2. I've been posting on the True News Network 2. That's an actual channel. That's my channel. Should have probably like 3,000 followers now. But yeah, I've been posting all the latest stuff on there. Y'all can find the Putin speech of all that. Y'all can find so the True News Network 2. If you're saying dumb stuff, you will get me. Oh yeah, facts. Then I already put out the warning that the United States military leaders warned China could militarize ports it owns in Latin America. Wow. Great. So these guys are about to be right under us. And they just declared to get ready for a military operation. I mean, put two and two together, they could definitely be talking about us. But a lot of people ain't thinking that way. They're thinking, oh, no, they're talking about Taiwan. They got to be talking about Taiwan. This is the one I wanted to tell y'all about. So, like I said, winter is coming. Okay, winter. The winter is coming. All right, let's read a little more about that. NATO chief slams Putin's nuclear threat prepares for a long-haul conflict. What does a conflict has to do with the winter? Whoa. What's about to happen? What are y'all about to do? Because the fall is coming. I mean, there's a lot that can happen in the fall. Hmm. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization's Security General Wednesday slammed Russia Vladimir Putin for the threat of use of nuclear weapons after suffering setbacks in Ukraine. That's all they're talking about is nuclear weapons. Speaking in an interview, Reuters, former Prime Minister of Norway, current NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg called Putin's warning dangerous and reckless, and added that the war in Ukraine will unlikely end anytime soon unless Russia accepts that Ukraine is an independent nation. Nonetheless, he said he believed the West would continue supporting Kyiv. We are prepared for a hard winter. The winter is coming. It's going to be hard for all of us, but the answer is not to step down and to stop supporting Ukraine. The answer, if anything, is to step up and further support Ukraine. The winter is coming. Don't need to stand down. Okay. Those are good words. That's some great words. Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. We're about to get ourselves in some shit. NATO ready to act in Kosovo if tensions with Serbia escalate. A deputy commander of NATO's peacekeeping mission in Kosovo said the alliance is ready to act if trouble erupts and amid a dispute between Kosovo and Serbia triggered by the car license plates. So this is still a thing. This is still going on. This has not died down. It's still in the air. NATO's just waiting for a move to be done on this side, and I think that's going to happen after Russia escalates. I think China's going to go after whatever they're going to go after Russia escalates too. It looks like Russia's going to be the one to do it, guys. I think now the way they're talking, the way they're acting, that Russia's going to be the one to act. Now, the first one to come for the United States, I don't know who's ballsy enough to do it. I don't know if it's going to be Russia or China. I don't know who's going to be ballsy enough to do it. Now, this is the one I needed to go to, guys. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Show love to the channel if you like the news here. If you don't, it's okay. We still love you anyway. But we're about to go ahead and continue on with this. There is no going back. Remember, hypersonic reaches targets in Europe and the United States. The Western establishment and general all citizens of NATO countries must understand that Russia has chosen its own path, Medvedev said. Let's go down. Former President Medvedev said Thursday that any weapon in Moscow's arsenal, including strategic nuclear weapons, could be used to defend territories linked to Russia against Ukraine. Medvedev, who is the deputy president of the Security Council of Russia, said that the referendums planned by Russian separatist authorities on large parts of Ukrainian territory will take place and that there is no way back. Putin stated that Western countries crossed every red line and tried to blackmail Russia with nuclear weapons. Donbass and other territories after the referendum and after joining Russia will be significantly strengthened by the armed forces of the Russian Federation, and not only the possibility of a mobilization, but also any Russia weapons, including strategic nuclear weapons, can be used for their protection, Medvedev said. Russia should not be scared by the stories that NATO will attack Crimea with hypersonic weapons, can reach targets in Europe and the United States much faster. Whoa, that's a big fucking threat. Said they are not scared by stories that NATO will attack Crimea. Hypersonic weapons can reach targets in Europe and the United States much faster. That's wild. Oh yeah, I didn't forget about the YouTube live. Let me continue on. And then I think that's the one. He said there is no going back, and that's what he concluded. Russia has chosen its own path. So, I mean, I've been warning you guys about this shit, man. This is about to get really wild and really deep. And I don't know how far this is about to go. This is looking like we are in trouble. The world is in trouble, man. This is about to change everything. Aztec dude said it, man. Uh, Other people are telling you, preppers are telling you, military men are telling you, get your freaking houses in order, man. It's time to get ready. Looks like this is really about to be I still ain't even halfway through these motherfuckers. I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to show while I got people in here because I don't want to skip over no important information. And there's a lot of important information today. That's why I'm like, oh shit. Well, might as well go live, man. It's about to be wild. Poland, in response to Russia's mobilization, NATO must support Ukraine. Poland is going on a military spending spree in response to the war. Oh, W7. Serbia's president warns of a great conflict. That just hit my YouTube. W7. Oh, I got to post that video later. I saw that Russia defense minister said that they're at war with NATO. Yep. And Putin said that. Putin said that too. He said that yesterday. That's why I'm like, oh, that's declared now. We're at war. Their president just said we're at war with each other. That's declared right there. That's like Biden saying, oh yeah, we're at war with Russia. How much more do you need? The man himself that runs Russia said that we're at war with NATO. Okay. All right, y'all better take that threat serious. You got to take that one real serious. I'm pretty sure the White House and Biden and all of them are thinking in their heads right now. Okay, yeah, we need to start probably prepping and getting ready for this. Let's start mobilizing. We might not be able to tell the people. Yeah, I bet they're thinking now. Oh yeah, now they want to be in that nuclear deal and all that. They want to be in that nuclear deal with all that. Crazy. U.S. Security Council must tell Russia to stop nuke threats. This was by Blinken. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken called on every UN Secretary Council member to send a clear message to Russia that it must stop its nuclear threats in the war in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin said earlier this week that his nuclear-armed country certainly the use of all means available if its territory is threatened, and it would do everything to defend its territory. No, and they're serious. Why ain't nobody taking this serious? Why is NATO just like, oh, okay. Yeah, something could happen. I mean, this would just get really dangerous. This would be something they don't want. This would be nuclear war and all that. Nobody wins the nuclear war. That's all they keep saying. Nobody wins the nuclear war. The United States watching for warning signs that Putin is preparing a nuclear attack. I mean, man. Okay. Let's go down. Russian President Putin made a thinly veiled statement that a nuclear threat was prompted by new fears that Kremlin attack could be on the horizon, but the United States is well positioned to know when Putin plans to attack. Yes, live in 30 minutes. I ain't forget. Putin accused officials from NATO states of trying to blackmail Russia with nuclear weapons and warned that he had his own various weapons of destruction and that he's prepared to hit back with. In a rare pre-taped address, Putin said that he'd use all available means to protect Russia and our people, adding that his warning was not a bluff. So Putin and his whole state is saying it now. They're all on board with this. Then Russia's Sergei Lavrov warns that the United States is at risk of becoming a combatant in Ukraine war. Hours after Russian President Vladimir Putin ushered in a new phase of ongoing war in Ukraine with a partial nationwide mobilization, his longtime top diplomat, Sergei Lavrov, said the state of conflict and its implications for Moscow's relationship with the international community, including leaders of the United States and China. Let's go down. Lavrov's career diplomacy extends back half a century through the heat of the Cold War to the fall of the Soviet Union. All right, she's just giving a little backstory. But he was saying that the United States can be drawn into the war because of the weapons that we're supplying to Ukraine. He just gave that warning after the referendums. You know, everything's on the table, and they keep saying that. My YouTube channel is Javante the Reporter. Javante the Reporter. So Javante, like it's spelled on here, and the Reporter instead of the Entertainer, is Javante the Reporter. I'll be live on YouTube on there, probably like 30 minutes. China's Public Liberation Army should focus on preparing to take part in actual military operations. Chinese President Central Military Commission Chief Xi Jinping has said. Oh, wait, now we're getting to the beginning, right? Let me see. I'm trying to see where it zooms out again. Yeah, we already talked about the iodine pills, so we already got through all that. Okay. We talked about the scientists. Biden at the UN says Russia's actions should make your blood run cold. Biden had a lot to say about Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, but I seen he made a statement on them. And he said he didn't seek a new Cold War with China or Russia. I didn't see anything about the two-state solution, at least not yet. The United States slams Iran for brazen attacks on American people infrastructure. The United States is warning of increasingly brazen Iran, accusing the government of Tehran of its growing network of proxies and hackers to target both the United States and Americans, even on U.S. soil. Damn. Anonymous knocks Iran state websites offline amid nationwide protests. Do we know about him deployed to the Balkans? I'm trying to find the one about the Million Man. China, India stand by Russia despite its setbacks in the Ukraine war. Beijing is seeking to deepen economic ties with Moscow, while New Delhi is increases purchases of Russian crude and relies on the country for military supplies. Yes, show love to the channel if you would like to. Thank you guys. Thank you for that, Heather. All right, let's continue on. Ukraine war could embolden Pyongyang, saying this can embolden them to attack or be more provocative with South Korea because we're so focused on Pyongyang. Oh no, that was perfect. That pinned comment. That was the promotion. Maybe what Bubba say? A lot of people has canceled their stuff. That's why they're waiting lockdowns. Yep. There'll be no money given to all the stops. Yep, facts. Yeah, they don't give a crap. Let's see. Russia withdraw troops. Oh, Moldova is calling for Russia to withdraw troops from Transnistria. Baltic nations say they will refuse refuge from Russia's fleeing the mobilization. So this is why they ended the visas. I knew it was a strategic reason. They knew about this way before this was about to happen. This is what's making me think they know that nuclear war is coming too. Lithuania raises army's readiness level amid Russia's military mobilization. And then Lithuania has raised readiness level of its army's rapid response force to prevent any provocations from the Russian side, defense minister said on Wednesday, after he announced partial military mobilization. Oh, y'all talking about the octopus? Oh, this was a little joke that was on Facebook that I posted on Facebook. They said, I want seafood, and then your mom be like, well, we got seafood at home, and then this is seafood at home. That was supposed to be a joke I posted on Facebook. There was what's Belarus stance at the moment? They have gotten their army prepared for war. Let me show you that. They also said that a big war was coming too, and that they would be on Russia's side if it did break. Let me see if I could find that from you yesterday. It might be a little bit back now. Yep, there it is. Hold on. I might have to get another version. That one looks let's try that one. There we go. World War III already underway, claims Belarus, as ties with Russia and Iran grow stronger. According to the Parliament of Belarus, World War III is in fact underway, as reported on Tuesday. So, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, they all been talking about this. I told you I've been on this for a while. So when y'all bring up those countries, I'm like, oh yeah, I've already been talking about them. Hell, fucking yeah. I already know what it is. Oh man, this is not charging. All right. Let me see if I can find the one about them talking about mobilizing 1 million. Maybe I looked at it and didn't take the picture, but I did see one that talked about them mobilizing 1 million troops. It's gonna. Oh, yeah, here it is. Could draft 1 million soldiers. There it is. Russia could draft up to 1 million soldiers to fight in Ukraine. Yep. First Russian mobilization since the Second World War over the growth of serious military setbacks in Ukraine. Moscow is looking to mobilize up to 1 million reservists in Ukraine, not 300,000, according to the Russian media reports. Yeah, because yep, it's about to be bad. It's about to be bad. World War III is on the way. I've been saying that, and now it's here. All I can say is, hey, protect your own, protect yourselves, get ready, love your families. This shit can brew anytime between now and the next week. So I hope people are really paying attention to this. But anyways, I gotta head off here, get ready for the YouTube live. I'm about to throw this phone on the charger. Remember the golden rule: love, unity, and peaceful life. But on top of that, is preparedness and awareness. I'll be back live a little later. I'll also be live on my YouTube in a few. So I'll see you guys then. And remember the golden rule: love, unity, and peaceful life. But on top of that, is preparedness and awareness. Don't be scared, but be aware. Peace. All right, let's see. What's going on today? Let me ooh, please tell me that's recent. Oh no, I gotta put that on the charger now. All right, give me 1 second. All right. Don't want to see what's over here. I want to see what's in America. Hi, everybody here. We got a lot of things going on, man. As if y'all was in my YouTube live, things have been really crazy. In our TikTok live, we talked about some wild things that was going on. Wait, why is the France E4 fighter coming here now? I don't know why it's freezing like this. What's up, guys? It's getting crazy. Like, yeah, it's getting really crazy, dude. Like, 100% war is coming. Nobody can see a good way out of this because of Russia's moves right now. Russia doing this part of Ukraine. Okay, let me see if I can go to Ukraine and explain it a little better on here. All right. So all over here, right? This is all NATO. This is all NATO right here. All on Ukraine's western side. Over here, Russia's about to take pretty much most of this. These 4 little regions right here, Russia's about to take. Ukraine already have a stockpile of NATO weapons that they're using to change around this war. Now, Russia is saying that if Ukraine hit these territories, there will be nuclear war. They can use their nuclear weapons to hit back. Please don't tell me it just updated. All right. Anyways, I might have to do a cappella to that part. Today, we have gotten a lot of news of what's going to happen in the Ukraine war. Now, Medvedev came out and said that there was going to be that they would use tactical nukes to defend Ukraine right after it came out that there's protests and everything, and nobody really wants to fight for the Russian army right now. Then we have Lavrov that's saying that Lavrov is saying that the United States is getting really close to being involved in this war. We have also have Serbia, who said that World War III is getting ready to get started, probably within a month or two. And we have just a lot of moves getting made. Now, NATO is saying this is very dangerous rhetoric coming out of Russia. This is very dangerous. This could escalate. If Russia does that, they don't want that. Nobody wins a nuclear war. Nobody wins a nuclear war. Iran is under cyber attack and they're in an internet blackout right now, but they also have major protests. And y'all noticing our weather is out of whack. We also have a category 4 hurricane lurking on our Atlantic and heading up to Canada. I didn't see that coming. And it's just a lot of stuff going on right now. But I don't see any good solution out of this. This is all bad. Like, this is escalation. And now Putin is recruiting up to 1 million in the army now. 1 million people. Wow. And don't forget, the protesters that's getting arrested is most likely getting sent to Ukraine. They're getting arrested and most likely sent to Ukraine because everybody in the prison is also getting deployed to Ukraine. So it's so much happening right now. And I'm like, dang, it's the time to be prepared. It's the time to be ready. It's really time to be ready. Bad days is ahead of us. And then NATO warned of a winter is coming. They warned the winter is coming. And I'm like, okay. What do they mean the winter is coming? What do you guys mean by that? The winter is coming. I would suspect that you guys would mean something completely different. The winter is coming, huh? Then they started to proceed to talk about conflict between NATO and Russia. And I'm like, okay, I think it might be talking about a nuclear winter. Maybe that's the dark winter that we're talking about. Maybe it ain't even the winters. Maybe it's our own winter from the conflict that's about to brew. Because I'm now not even seeing December. I'm seeing before November that this all could escalate. This could escalate at any point in time after that referendum. They're warning you. They're secretly warning you that something is coming, man. Better stand up. Stand up. Get your house in order. Prepare the best way that you can. Get some seeds. Get a flashlight. Just do little stuff, man. Get little stuff. Start all small. The referendum is going to be from the 23rd to the 27th. They will be having votes for Zaporizhia, Kherson, Donetsk, and Luhansk to join Russia. Now, if these go through, if these territories keep getting hit, they're going to be filled with Russian equipment. They're going to be filled, protected with nuclear weapons, just like the Russian territory. Just like the Russian territory, how they say, oh, if our territory ever gets hit, we're defended with nuclear weapons. These territories would be. Though the people that stay there will now be Russian people. So you know what I'm saying through this. NATO's not going to recognize this, so therefore they're going to continue to supply Ukraine with weapons. Therefore, Ukraine's going to keep hitting Russia with these weapons, or Ukraine, that part of territory. I'm saying Russia for a reason, so you know what I'm saying. Then it escalates. Russia's already saying now, if that happens, they will aim further. They will aim further into maybe NATO territory. And they're saying we have the hypersonics that will hit back before NATO can even hit Crimea. That was the rhetoric that they put out today. And I'm like, wow, this is getting really tense. This is not a good move. Like, now that Putin put out that nuclear alert, they're all nuclear heavy. They're got them hands on that button. Like, oh, yeah, go ahead, test us. I'm like, oh, no, dude. We didn't let the wrong country develop nuclear weapons, bro. I told y'all, no man should have that power. No man should have that much power. It gets to people's head. It's an equal thing. And they keep saying they can't lose because they got nuclear weapons. That is very dangerous. That's a very dangerous saying. Like, so that means, okay, we're not going to lose a war, because if we do lose, we're just going to nuke the whole planet and then nobody wins. Nobody wins. That's dangerous. We got civilians that's going through shit on this earth like that they can't handle right now. They're not used to. People are I'm noticing people are more angry than usual. It's like nobody's happy. No, you say hi to somebody, they just look like, nah, dude, like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, nobody wants to be bothered. Everyone's angrier. And I'm like, it has to be the vibe. It has to be the environment of the world. It has to be the situation, because nobody's being able to afford shit. Nobody is able to have fun no more. You know, entertainment ain't the same no more. People looking for ways to smile, and it's just depressing. The world's depressing as shit. I'm still optimistic. I'm still moving on. I got you guys. But things is just like not the same, man. Like these last couple of years have just been having this eerie feeling. And this year was the year that I've really been having. I'm like, oh man, I'm really getting that feeling like something about to go down. Something not about to be this is not good. Got that feeling. Yeah, it's about to break. Started listening to Canadian Prepper, listening to his views on his channel. Started listening to Off Grid and his views on his channel. Now I'm listening to W7, who's now starting to pick up on it. Now I'm listening to myself because I'm going through these articles. I'm just reading the language, and I'm like, yeah, yep. That new era of tensions that they were warning about was definitely World War III. That was definitely World War III they were warning about. All that preparation for a nuclear detonation, all that preparation for a radiological attack, all this terrorist activity in our country, the terrorists that's down on the border of Venezuela letting out killers, rapists, and all that to come to the United States. People ain't even aware of this. They're here. When they ready to go boom, they ready to go boom. Now it's coming out that China as well is buying up territory. Buying up ports, 40 ports in Latin America. I'm putting this laptop on the charge real quick, so then we'll be able to look that up too. But yes, they're buying up ports, 40 ports in Latin America. They're buying up land in America. We have a national emergency. We should be mobilizing now. We should be putting troops by Mexico. To be honest, no, we're not at war with Mexico, but it's too much shit coming up from Mexico. So we need to be putting troops on Mexico's border. We need to be watching to see if Chinese troops are sneaking into this country, or if Russian troops are coming in here, or if Iranian terrorists are coming in here, getting ready to do terrorist attacks here. Because I'm hearing they're targeting reporters and we're targeting people in this country. We are under attack in this country. So why ain't nobody talking about that? We just putting it all over the world. Yes, that war is bad. It's horrible. It can end the world. But we also got shit going on here, so we should be deploying troops. We should be recruiting. And I'm having a feeling that they're about to call for a draft. Eventually. Everybody calling up these mobilizations, putting up defense spending higher than it's ever been since the World Wars. They're about to call something up for you guys, man. Don't think you're just gonna be sitting here comfy at home watching this on the TV. Oh my God. Ooh, that nuke about to be here. Nah, bro. Nah, you might be called up too. You don't know. I'm pretty sure Russians didn't know. They didn't know it was gonna go this far. They're probably like, yeah, whatever. Just like Americans, yeah, whatever. It'll never happen. We're going to take the Ukrainians. All right, we need a partial mobilization of 1 million people. Well, what? Oh, hell no. Yeah. Like now they want to take it serious. That's going to be America. Watch. America going to be on there. Oh, yeah, we're about to go to war. Russia and China. Yeah, whatever. They going to be able to do nothing. What else? We got superpowers and all this motherfucking shit that can destroy their fucking country in a heartbeat. Yeah, we good. All right, here come the draft. Oh, what? Oh, here come Mexico. Yeah, like they're going to be gone. They don't want to deal with that shit. They're going to be gone. All them doubters out there is going to be the ones begging for shit when all this shit hits the fan. Over here, oh, yeah, you got any more information on where I can find a shelter or where I can get some food or some stuff to filter myself? No, bro, that's all that shit's gone. You should have got that before this was brewing up. Now you're stuck out there. You didn't listen. You didn't listen to the warnings. You got stuck in this little loop that they got you in. You didn't get out. Time is here, guys. When they start saying that China's building up in our southern front, yeah, okay. The Panama the Panama Canal. I'm trying to talk too fast. Panama Canal. China is on the east and west coast of them, trying to get ports. They're about to build military infrastructure down there, guys. That means that China is preparing for a war with the United States. Don't forget that Xi Jinping also ordered today for the military to be ready for a military operation. That doesn't mean it has to be Taiwan. It could be Japan, and it could also be America. It could also be America. It's really time to get stuff ready, man. It's getting tough out here. It's getting really tough. And it's about to get even worse when this shit breaks off. And when it breaks off, man, guys, get ready. I don't care if you got to go past the border. I don't care if you got to order planes to Africa. I don't care if you got to live underground for the rest of your damn life. All I'm going to tell you is when this brew, you need to make your decision right then and there. When NATO comes under attack, when Russia sends that hypersonic missile that they're threatening on Europe and the United States as of today, when they actually shoot that, you better have a fucking plan. It ain't at that point, it ain't no rhetoric and oh my God, I need to watch Devontae the Reporter. No, you need to go and find and do something. Go to your family, go get a bunker, go find something, like build a shelter. Try. You have your own basement, build something out of it. You could turn a basement into a bunker. Might be expensive, but you could do it. Look at different underground tunnels or caves in your area. Try to avoid mines because those are very fragile and you might be trapped in there forever. But there might be old fallout shelters from the Cold War in your area. I know that if an EMP happens, them Cold War shelters that they're promoting right now for millions of dollars that's trying to get bought up is going to be for open grabs. I mean, people are going to be going wherever they need to go. It ain't going to be, don't come here. No, they're going to beat your ass and go in there anyway because people are going to be panicking. So, I mean, start looking. It's time, man. It's time. When I saw CBS put that, and I posted that on my YouTube on here, when I seen CBS posted that Cold War video showing that Americans are demanding for fallout shelters, it put me in the mindset of when I was getting taught in school about the Cold War, of how they had the old advertisement on there, go under the desk and tuck and roll and all that. They had all that on there. I'm like, wow, we really in Cold War 2.0, aren't we? It's really gotten to that point, huh? Well, great. Great. They want Putin out. They want Putin out. The dangerous thing is, a lot of people don't want to admit this, but they want Biden out too. And you see that where this is leading us, right? We got all these big leaders fighting for a political spot on the world stage. And they all got to show a display of power and not back down from it. Russia's not going to back out of this war. I don't care what anybody says. They do not want to lose, and they keep telling you that. They're not going to lose. They don't want that in their history. They don't want people to be choking on it for the rest of their lives. They don't want the United States throwing that in everybody's face. We supply weapons that whoop Russia's ass. Like, nah, bro, they don't want that. They are not going to back down. They made that clear as day. We would rather use nukes and nuke this fucking world than to back down the United States and NATO. NATO and the United States is on the same mindset. We are not going to back down. We will protect our allies. We will, if you decide to make these moves just because we're supplying weapons to Ukraine, then we are going to fuck you up. We will use our nuclear weapons as well. You got to realize you're not the only country with nuclear weapons. You might have the most, but we have them too. So nobody wins. I mean, we can do this, but nobody's going to win this. Thank you, Off Grid. Thank you, Off Grid. We can do this, but nobody's going to win this. Show Off Grid's channel some love as well. And show Aztec some love. Nobody's backing down, guys. We are backing each other into a corner. Putin he gave his warning, he gave his order, and everybody's following suit. And I'm not talking about the Russian people, I'm talking about his camp. As y'all hear Lavrov and all of them coming out saying that the West is now targets of war. Literally targets of war. Putin himself said NATO is involved in the war. How much more clear do you need it to be? We are involved in the war. The leader of Russia said, we're at war with NATO and the United States, the collective West. We are at war, guys. So nothing that our leaders say at this point, I'm going to listen to. because I know they're going to be in denial about it and say, well, we're not trying to be at war with Russia. We're not at war with Russia. I mean, if they feel that way, they feel that way, but we're not. Dude, if they feel that way, that means we're targets of war. So that means to suspect Putin to do something. That's why the United States is watching for a nuclear strike, because they're expecting Putin to do something. They know this is going to escalate further. This is why they keep saying it's going to escalate further. Kosovo and Serbia, they're about to fight it out too. Azerbaijan and Armenia, they're about to fight it out too. All these little wars, China, Japan, China and Taiwan, they're about to fight it out too. China and the United States, they're already building down in Latin America. Actually, I hope this is charged up so I can show you guys the articles on this stuff, because I am ready and pumped up to go. I'm ready to talk about this stuff because it's getting that bad. That's why I'm pushing this on you guys. I'm telling you, listen now. Listen now. Before it's too late. And whether you believe in the man and believe in God or not, it's time to get right with Him. If you want any time of savings, you need to get right with Him as well, or your higher power, whatever you believe in, you need to get right with it now. Because the end, I mean, these are definitely the end days. You can definitely just see the atmosphere, the environmental feeling, the aura. The world right now is so depressing and evil and dark, and just look what's promoted on TV and our movies. No more. I mean, nothing's censored. Nothing's censored. You could tell the devil just put his hand over the world right now. Oh yeah, it's my time. It's my time. You could tell the world's on fire. I believe NATO now said when they say the world is on fire. The wicked one has his hands on the world right now. You can feel it in the air. And eventually the time will come around where good will prevail. But that time is not yet. We got to learn our own lesson. And I feel like that lesson is within this war. People are going to be the ones to destroy themselves. It looks like it. Humans, they said humans will build their way up to destroy themselves. And look at where we're at. Technology is destroying this planet. And now we're about to use it to destroy each other's military. Everything. You got to realize this is the survival for our country. So we're going to use all means. No matter if it's going to destroy whatever, we're at war. And we know Russia could fuck us up. So we're going to use everything. Laptops back up. Let's go. Oh yeah, and this all right. We ready for this? Let's go. I was checking this military activity. I seen a French E4 coming over to the United States. I was wondering what it was doing, but I was checking it a little earlier. Looks like it's already here. Or it looks like it's in Canada right now. Yeah, it's in Canada. But our activity has been pretty active, to be honest, and it's really been in the middle and down in Texas. As we know, Texas declared a state of invasion not too long ago, probably like a month or two ago, because of the terrorists on the border. Venezuela got prisoners coming up at that bottom border down here, lining up to come into America. They told them to come into America. But right down here, this has been a very active spot. And I have a feeling the United States is looking and making sure that Russia, like their submarines or Russia and Chinese or Iran is not making activities near us, because they're still down in South America. China's been really trying to build their influence in South America. Now, if y'all want to know what I was talking about in the Panama Canal, because they said China's buying up ports on the east and west coast of the Panama Canal. That's right below the United States, right below Mexico, right over by Nicaragua, down in this area. Down in this area. So this is pretty close to the United States. This is why they're saying this is a big threat. This is pretty close. And don't forget, Russia has Nicaragua. They're welcome to come and bring their troops and ships here for the next 5 months. 5 months. They could keep their ships and stuff there. China also and Russia has Venezuela and Iran. They all have it Venezuela. They can bring their stuff there at any point in time. Don't forget Cuba up here, right by Florida. That's another point that they could build up at. And Brazil and Argentina. Those are other areas that they can go to. But yeah, Cuba's right here. Y'all can see how close that is to Miami. Russia could put stuff here. And I'm just telling y'all, if this war escalates, all things are on the table. So be prepared for the worst. Be prepared for your enemy to be plotting on you. They already probably been planning steps ahead. Now that China's working with Russia, they're probably planning 20 steps ahead. They're probably like, okay, well, if America does this and NATO does this, we'll do this. All right, yep, we'll block this. All right, let's test this out. Let's run patrols together. Let's do drills off the border to act like the United States is evading us, so we are ready for this. They're probably getting ready for every scenario right now, just like the United States and NATO. Craziness. All right, now let me check on some of the stuff that I was talking about. We're gonna go to this right here. I'm gonna get rid of some of these. This is just from all the times I went live. I never close out my tabs. I really don't use my laptop like that unless I'm going live. But I wanted to show y'all that Xi Jinping did put out a rebuffs China's takeover as Xi Jinping eyes third term. He put out a order today to get the military of China ready for a military operation. I might just put military operation. Yep, here it is. Xi Jinping directs Chinese troops to carry out special military operation. Oh, wait, that was June 5th. That was June 15th. Sorry about that. I forgot to put the filter on this. So that's for today. Sorry about that. I'm like, hold on. That don't sound right. There we go. This is one of them. All right, Xi Jinping asked the Chinese forces to focus on preparing for wars amid tensions in Asian Pacific. In his latest statement, Chinese Xi Jinping has directed the country's armed forces to shift their focus on preparations for wars. So that was today. He gave an order to the military to prepare for combat readiness. And there's multiple, sources talking about it. The other thing I wanted to show y'all Medvedev, what he said today. This was very concerning to me. Very concerning to me. How he's talking about Russia's Medvedev regions can be defended with strategic nuclear weapons. Now, he is the head of the Security Council right now. He's also the former president of Russia, and he's also next in line. If something was to happen to Putin, he can also be next in line to become president of Russia again. He's pretty much he's what they call Putin's ally. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev said on Thursday that any weapons in Moscow's arsenal, including strategic nuclear weapons, could be used to defend territories incorporated in Russia from Ukraine. Medvedev, the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, said that the referendums are being organized by Russian-installed separatist authorities in large swaths of the Russian-occupied Ukrainian territory will take place, and there is no going back. So once this gets started, guys, once this happens, there is no going back. And he's saying they're going to protect these. They could protect these with strategic nuclear weapons. That's part of their doctrine. Donbass republics and territories will be accepted into Russia. Medvedev said the protection of all territories will be significantly strengthened by the Russian armed forces, adding that Russia has announced that not only the mobilization capabilities, but also any Russian weapons, including strategic nuclear weapons, based on new principles, could be used for such protection. So, hey, Putin made this happen. This means all options are on the table when it comes to those territories, guys. And Zaporizhia, that's a hot spot. Carson, that's another hot spot. And this is where Ukraine is pushing right now. So Russia's pretty much like, hey, Ukraine, back off. Or if you keep using Western weapons to hit these territories, we're going to use nukes. Probably not on Ukraine, but they can use it on Poland. They can use it on Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, America, Germany, France, the UK, Denmark, Iceland. Anywhere in those areas they can hit. Bulgaria, Romania. If Turkey turns against them, Turkey. That's when things really escalate and people wake up and be like, oh man, yeah, I need to get my stuff in order. But at that time, it'll be too late. Because at that time, it might not be a tomorrow. You'll be lucky to see it tomorrow if you're one of those 1 or 10% that survive. Wow, they're going to annex all these territories too, expecting Ukraine to back down and expecting NATO to back off. But NATO's just like, nope, we're not going to back off. We're ready for this. We're ready for this fight to the end. Now I'm going to show y'all Lavrov. Uh-oh, Lavrov walked out. Oh, shoot, that just came out. Lavrov flees country. Hold on, what? Oh, I didn't. This just happened. This just happened. Oh, boy. What happened? Lavrov walks out of UN Security Council. Russians flee country to avoid military draft. Let's see. Thousands of men across Russia has been handed draft papers after Vladimir Putin announced a partial military mobilization. Traffic at the Russian border crossings with Finland and Georgia surged after Putin's partial mobilization. Oh boy, I want to hear about Lavrov. Why did he leave? Did they piss him off, or did he walk out? Lavrov walks out of UN Security Council meeting as West confronts Russia over atrocities in Ukraine. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken called on every United Nations General Assembly member to send a clear message to Russia that it must stop its nuclear threats in the war in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin earlier this week said that his nuclear-armed country would certainly use all available means to us if its territory is threatened, to defend the country and its people. Blinken used the council session on Thursday to criticize Russia's invasion and press other countries to join Washington's forceful condemnations of the conflict. He listed atrocities he said were committed by Russia and suggested that there was more to come. Every council member should send a clear message that these reckless nuclear threats must be stopped immediately. I want to hear when he walked out. Russian Foreign Sergei Lavrov, meanwhile, repeated his frequent claims that Kyiv have long opposed Russian speakers in Ukraine, east of one various explanation that Moscow has offered for the invasion. Ukraine allies said he has been covering up crimes of the Kyiv regime. Oh, he said that their allies have been covering up crimes of the regime. Lavrov was not in the room when Blinken and some of the U.S. allies spoke, only appearing just before his own speech. Despite Blinken's forceful words, no one expects the council to act against Russia since Moscow has veto powers as a permanent member. So basically, nothing can be done about this. But we know what's about to be done about this. Oh, boy. Listing allegation of war crimes and other atrocities, he called on countries to yet speak out forcefully against them as an effort as an affront to international order.
Even a number of nations that maintain close ties with Moscow have said publicly that they have serious questions and concerns about President Putin's ongoing invasion. Rather than change course, however, President Putin has doubled down, choosing not to end the war, but to expand it, not to pull troops back, but to expand it, not to ease tensions, but to escalate them through the threat of nuclear weapons, not to work toward a diplomatic solution, but to render such a solution impossible by seeking to annex more Ukrainian territory through sham referenda. This week, President Putin said that Russia would not hesitate to use, and I quote, all weapon systems available, end quote, in response to a threat to its territorial integrity. A threat that is all the more menacing given Russia's intention to annex large swaths of Ukraine in the days ahead. When that's complete, we can expect President Putin will claim any Ukrainian effort to liberate this land as an attack on so-called Russian territory.
Oh, he said it. He said it. Y'all heard that out of his mouth. He said, when this happens, we can expect that Russia would claim those territories as a hit on Russia alleged territory. So what happens from there? Why won't they answer that question? What happens from there if they do that? What do we need to be getting prepared for? What do Americans need to be getting ready for?
Every council member should send a clear message that these reckless nuclear threats must stop immediately. It's imperative that every member of this council, and for that matter, every member of the United Nations, reject the sham referenda and unequivocally declare that all Ukrainian territory is and will remain part of Ukraine. And no Russian claim to annex territory can take away Ukraine's right to defend its own land.
So, yes, this definitely could be part of the depopulation agenda. As we're running out of everything, we're in drought, energy crisis, everything. There's a high demand everywhere. But it seems like the United States is on board. They're acting like the defensive one, but you can very well see that this is about to escalate, guys. Jay, does he need to spell it out? You already know. Yes, as to dude, I already know, man. I already know. I can see it on his expression. I can see it on his face. I can see it in his language. They're ready to go. They're ready to go.
Here's the reality. None of us chose this war. Not the Ukrainians, who knew the crushing toll it would take. Not the United States, which warned that it was coming and worked to prevent it. One man chose this war. One man can end it. Because if Russia stops fighting, the war ends. If Ukraine stops fighting, Ukraine ends.
Whoa. Wow. I ain't like that message. Y'all heard that ending? If Ukraine wait. If Russia stays out of the war, Ukraine wins. If they stay in the war, or if Ukrainians in the war, Ukraine ends. Ukraine ends. I don't like that language. Ukraine ends. That's almost like a threat. That's like a lot of messages in just a few words. That's crazy. Ukraine ends, huh? Dang. It's that time. Yeah, it's that time, guys. All right. Let's talk about Belarus. A lot of people are asking what's going on with Belarus. They have their military on high alert right now. As Serbia warned of a conflict within a month or two. I talked about that yesterday, but I don't remember if I talked about it on my YouTube live or not of what they said. I might have to reconnect to this. Let me see. Internet's been acting really weird. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's go back out of here. All right, let's see. Now, this was one of the big threats that I was worried about yesterday, because this is another just big threat, a huge threat. And don't forget, Iran is hacking the United States. They admitted that today, too, that they're hacking our soil, hacking citizens and infrastructure on our soil. Yeah, see, this is acting weird. Now it won't go to anything. That's really weird. Cannot connect. Wow, okay. Give me a second. I'm going to connect it to my hotspot. Let me see if this works. You have been hacked. Yes, I don't know if I'm hacked, but okay, there it is. There it is. Now it's going. All right, past week as well is going to go. This one right here is another 3 is already underway. See what I mean? It just keeps doing that over and over. It's really not trying to let me get to this. All right, there we go. World War III is all right. I don't know what the heck is happening. This thing keeps freezing. This live is freezing bad. It was working this whole time. It was working this whole time. All right. Everything good, guys? Everybody got the live? Is still going? Can you hear it now? Okay, good. All right, let's continue on. So, according to the Parliament of Belarus, World War III is in fact already underway. As reported on Tuesday, the Speaker of the House of Representatives of Belarus said that World War III is actually already in progress and could develop into a war zone. Humanity is not just one step from World War III, it's actually going on in international relations, the economy, people's heads, and is increasingly moving into the war zone. So far, they are acting with foreign hands, but that is only for now. He believes that only a strong state based on national traditions, people's power, can survive the developed conditions of the global confrontation. So this is coming out of Belarus parliament. The dude's literally saying that World War III is coming. It's coming. And then I showed y'all what the president of Serbia said, that World War III or a global conflict will happen within a month or two. Yep, there we go. Words of World War III. Letting you guys know, I can prove World War III, the conflict in Ukraine will become global. He's the closest to Vladimir Putin, one of Vladimir Putin's closest allies. So if he knows anything Russia's going to do, it would be the Serbian president. In an interview with a Serbian radio and television from New York, where he is participating in proceedings of the UN General Assembly, Vucic emphasized that the war in Ukraine is very likely to turn from a local to a global one. I think we are going to go from a special military operation to a major war, and the question is where the red lines will be. We are going to enter a large-scale global conflict of the likes we've never seen since World War II in the next 1 month or 2 months. So the next 1 or 2 months, he said, we'll be in global conflict. CNN today said that nuke warning. Yeah, I know. I seen a CNN video today about them talking about Vladimir Putin using nukes as well. They also found a Chinese submarine in the Indo-Pacific as the United States was doing patrols. So they're saying China's becoming more active there. And then let me show y'all the one about them. Let me show y'all the one about China and Latin America. This is no game, guys. This stuff's about to brew. All right. U.S. military leaders warned that China could militarize ports it owns in the Latin America. Let's go down. China displaced the United States as Brazil's top trading partner in 2009. United States military leaders are deeply concerned about the surge in Chinese-owned ports in the Latin America and the Caribbean that could benefit its military, according to a report by the U.S.-China Commission. Why would China need to build a naval base around the world? Remember the Senate Intelligence Committee? They'll have visiting rights to basically operationalize any port they control in the world in a time of conflict if necessary. And there won't be anything we can do about it. Chinese-owned companies are involved in construction of roughly 40 ports on both sides of the Panama Canal. According to the report, the Chinese military already has been running a space tracking station in Argentina. So I just said that when I was showing y'all the map. That was the whole reason I wanted to show y'all the map, to show y'all how close China is plotting on the United States. They're right down below us. Mexico's in chaos. Nicaragua has been in chaos. The Panama Canal has been in chaos. This is the perfect time for China to start eyeing these places. South America, period. If they start an issue over here, boom. Hey, you guys need military assistance? Or hey, let's go help our allies. Here, we're about to pop up on the coast. They already are making moves towards the United States. As they said, they're against our international order. That's the only reason China and Russia is working together right now. They're against our international order. They're against the way we run things. And they're trying to change this world order, I guess, that the United States is bringing upon the world. That's at least the way that they're saying it. While the United States is saying they're trying to keep the world order in place, while China and Russia is in the way of it. China to Latin America, all your fish belongs to us. Oh, damn. Okay, China. Just putting out warnings out there like that. All right, let me see if there's anything new with Ukraine, or if there's been any more nuclear threats out there or nuclear movements. U.S. says it takes Putin's nuclear threat seriously. Oh, shoot. Well, we don't want that. The United States says it takes Putin's nuclear threat seriously. John Kirby said the United States was not changing its strategic deterrent posture, but that Mr. Putin spoke irresponsibly. On Wednesday, Russia's leader warned his country will use all means at its disposal to protect his country. It comes as four Ukrainian regions, part occupied by Russian forces, are about to stage a snap votes on joining Russia. Ukraine and its allies call these votes a sham exercise designed to give a legitimacy to a legal annexation. It is a dangerous precedent for Mr. Putin to be using this kind of rhetoric in the context of a war. Clearly, he's losing inside Ukraine, Mr. Kirby said. Dang, this is about to be crazy. Wild times ahead of us, guys. This is seriously wild times ahead of us. Yes, there is currently a Category 4 hurricane heading up towards Canada, but I think they said might hit the Bermuda. I seen you guys down there talking about it hitting the Bermuda. This is very worrisome. Yes, Hurricane Fiona strengthens to a Category 4 hurricane. So that one's another thing that's going off. So we got national disasters on top of World War III, on top of economic collapse, on top of uh, loss of stock and food and trade and tensions and territory grabs and everything. This was what's supposed to happen towards the end. This is what's supposed to happen. I mean, now our leaders are putting out nuclear threats, and Russia's leader directly said the United States and NATO are involved in the war. So, I mean, we are in World War III. If you want to be honest, Putin kind of declared World War III. That's a leader saying it. That's like Joe Biden coming out saying, hey, we're at war with Russia. Whether Russia takes it serious or not, we're at World War III because he just declared we're at war with them. It's like, wow. Okay. I guess we're in World War III. And yes, I know nuclear war has been all over the news. It's been, I mean, everyone's worried. They're worried what Vladimir Putin's going to do next. Now people are worried that he put it on the world stage and he made sure that the whole audience was making sure to watch this one. He might have postponed it, but now it's literally coming out everywhere. For the first time since the Cold War, a conflict with a nuclear armed peer is no longer theoretical. Oh, really? Yeah, I bet. Biden's new mission hitting off any possibility of a nuclear crisis. Yeah, he put out the idea, but we already know Russia's not going to sign on to that. We already know they're not going to sign on to that at all. All right, Kosovo. Let's talk about that one. NATO just sent the reserves to Kosovo. EU draft on Kosovo as president as Vucic addresses UN. Oh, so that's more stuff coming out. This the past day. All right, let's go past week with this one. Let me just do NATO, Kosovo, NATO. Then it should pop up. NATO bring reserve troops to Kosovo for training. NATO ready to send more troops to Kosovo in case of fresh unrest. That's been coming out. NATO brings reserve troops to Kosovo for training amid fears of unrest. Just letting y'all know that that's another front to be watching. We don't know. That's an unpredictable front, just like Argentina and I mean not Argentina, but Azerbaijan and Armenia. Just like Israel and Iran, and Israel and the Palestinians, and the Hamas and Gaza. North Korea and South Korea could also break off at any point in time. We're heading into World War III, guys. And now that Putin's putting out the nuclear threat, I wonder who else is going to follow him. Would that embolden Kim Jong-un to do it if the United States did nothing about the threat about Putin? Would that encourage Xi Jinping to start threatening his nuclear weapons? Will that embolden Iran to make their own and start threatening theirs? Like, is Israel going to start threatening Iran with theirs since, Putin did it? It just take one person, guys, to get everything else going. Y'all see the invasion embolden other countries to invade other countries. So if one country push the button or threatens to push the button, will other countries follow? Most likely. I don't know, guys. Well, on that note, I wanted to come on here and let you guys know things are really bad. So please get ready. We are really concerned for the people out there. I'm really concerned for all my fellows out there that's going through a hard time, and even the ones that's ignoring this and not getting the message. I pray for you, man, because this is heating up. This ain't no fucking joke. This is the real deal. This is real life. This ain't a video game. This ain't Call of Duty. This is real life. This is brewing in front of you. Get ready, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, thank you for coming through. Thank you, Off Grid, for participating, man. Great to see you in here, man. It's really worrisome what's going on here. Thank you for all my mods that's got these lives running, and thank you for everybody that pops up and listens and spreads the message and share. We are all doing this for you. We don't have to. We do it for you because we care for you. I have love for you guys. You guys keep me going every day and give me the energy to get up and read this and learn from it and be able to tell you in your own way of what's brewing in this world. It's time to get right with God, man. It's time to get right with God. Pray and have a great day, and pray for our men and soldiers that's about to get ready to go to that battlefield, and pray for the men and women that can be drafted to get into this war, because we cannot rule that out as we are low on recruitments and they're scrambling to see a way in. Even calling for the end of the pandemic. Anyways, we'll leave on that note. You guys have a great day.